guys, I am Becca, and welcome to All the Things Thursday. To all my people who are coming back every time, thank you so very much. I very much appreciate it. To anybody who is new or hasn't been here in a while, thank you for coming to my channel. All the Things Thursday is my weekly check-in showing you all the things that I've made this week. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching. The seasons are trying to change around here, so I think it's making my allergies like go. Woo! Anyway, this week has been very interesting. I'm kind of, hold on. I'm concerned you can hear the baby monitor, which I'm going to turn down for just while we're recording. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, I try to record this on Wednesday nights. Well, after the kids have gone to bed. My 10-year-old is having a little bit of trouble settling down tonight. Hope my husband is now upstairs addressing that. Anyway, all the things I've worked on this week. This week has been kind of all over the place. Lots of blankets. But first, a finished object. Ooh, ah. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, da-na-na-na, this is Kirby. And if you saw my Hirschner's opening, it was the right color. I had just bought a 3-ounce ball instead of an 8-ounce ball. That was the only difference. I got paranoid because it didn't look the same. But I feel like he is very cute. The pattern, I got it off of Etsy. I think it was from a person called Wool Ami, as in amigurumi. I will make sure to link that in my description box down below. So both of these. So again, this is Hirschner's worsted yarn. I doubled up and used a 6mm hook. This is the color Posy. And then this is Karen Simply Soft, also doubled up, also with a 6mm hook. And this is the color Watermelon. This is some yarn that I got from Joann's. Bamboo, Kaboo, something like that, in white and black, in light brown, blue. I feel like this is a very well made pattern. I feel like I did a really good job. I think, and now my 10-year-old wants one as well, which I have some of a similar yarn in his favorite color, which happens to be green. So, and his, which is, did I say that's his favorite color? Anyway, and since my daughter's favorite color is pink, it will be very obvious the pink Kirby is my daughter's, the green Kirby is my son's. I think the biggest difference besides that is I feel like I didn't have a lot of real estate for his face. Without giving away too much of the pattern, at one point you repeat single crochets for like 11 rows. Instead of 11 rows, I'm going to do 16. I think that will give me just a little bit more real estate to work with as far as his face goes, without changing too much of the pattern and losing his shape. On to the next few items. So, my kids fight over this blanket. This is just a half double crochet blanket made out of Bernat blanket. I believe the color is called Sonoma. It is not big, but it's big-ish. I think I used ended up using 5 or 6, I want to say, 5 or 6 skeins to make this one blanket. No, they're not all the same lot number. So of course, at one point, you can, if you know what you're looking for, you can see the color change. So I had some similar type yarn that I had gotten off of Walmart. Did an opening it for it on it like feels like eons ago. Anyway, I had made a hat out of one of the skeins, so I decided to try to make a blanket out of the 4 remaining skein. Yes, 4. Only problem is, I did not realize that those were little mini skeins, basically, when it comes to Bernat blanket. Because, and it's not even called Bernat blanket, it's just called chunky chenille yarn. I mean, it's from Walmart. What do you expect? And it's $3 a skein. So, I want to say it's like 40 yards is something ridiculous, like small. So, I mean, this is barely a lap blanket. I actually did order some Bernat blanket. It is on its way so that we can make this a little bit bigger. Again, this is for my son who likes green. And the color of Bernat blanket I got was olive because I didn't see another color that kind of looked like it would match. In the meantime, I've got another blanket. I told you I'm in my blanket era. I used an 8mm crochet hook, which is either an N or a P. This is not Bernat blanket. This is actually a discontinued, let me see if I can find it, yarn. Well, it's actually 3 different yarns, so bear with me. Alright. So, the pink and the purple is actually from Peter Pan. It is their DK weight. The purple is called Darling, and the pink is called Wendy. It is 100% polyester, and that's very thin. So you can see now why I'm doubling up. And even with doubling up, I'm using a 6mm hook, which I believe is either an I or a J. And then the white is actually, this is from Hobie. This is their Go Homemade, how do you say that? Boheme velvet. It's obviously a little bit of a different texture. This is called Snow White. But it is also kind of that same rubby, for lack of a better term, type fabric, and it's 100% polyester. And basically, I'm gonna alternate, pink, white, purple, white, and go on, It's gonna be a pattern, and it's just a big, solid, granny crochet, which I've kind of fallen in love with that, because you can make it grow as big as you need to without having to worry about casting on for a million years. And then I started making a blanket for my roommate. This is also Hirschner's. It's this color pack here, plus I bought an extra blue because I felt like it needed the blue. And the color is, the pack is called Spice. The extra color is called just Teal. There you go. I just looked, it's called Teal. But see how it's got that big 8 on it? Yeah. Anyway. Last but not least. That pattern came from one of my crochet magazines. Is it right on top? If it's not right on top, then I'm not going to be able to show it to you. Nope, because what's right on top is My Little Pony. So I'll try to find that later and then put that also in the description. And then, last but not least, I started one more project this week. It is a shawl, which I think is gorgeous already. So this is simply called Sis, S-I-S. It is, I got it from Ravelry. The pattern is by a designer known as Sis Homemade. It is a crocheted pattern. It literally consists of 17 rows, and then you repeat it tells you which rows to repeat, and then it includes a nice little chart on how many times you need to repeat that, or how many stitches should be in each row each time you repeat it. So I think, and it also includes a chart of the actual crochet stitches if you're more of a chart person. Anyway, this is that Hobie Universe yarn that I recently opened. I found out this particular colorway is called Luna, and in case you were wondering, this is the Universe, which is a fingering, not to be confused with the Universe XL, which I think is a worsted. And I have done exactly one repeat and had started on the second repeat. So there you go. Phew. That was a lot. So I have a new goal now of at least one finished object per week. We'll see if I can pull that off, because truth be told, there was one more. Oh yeah, there it is. I thought I didn't know where it was, but it's literally right here. Well, can I find the actual project in here? It's a big bag. Here we go. I had found a tutorial, which again, I hope I will find it, but it's basically how to take the solid granny square and turn it into a spiral. And this was originally supposed to be for Rosie, my daughter, who is 5. But again, since they are liking that polyester blanket yarn better, I have a feeling this will actually be going to, I believe her name is Amanda at She's Got Yarn, as part of the whole boggy blanket thing. I just need to make sure it's 40 inches, I believe. I will double check those details, and you should too. I believe her goal this year is 2,000 blankets for 2024 or something like that. I will link her channel. I don't know. I don't think she's accepting blankets yet, but I think she opens it in October. Again, don't quote me on that. Check her channel out. That is truly everything now. Goals for this week. So like I said, one finished object per week. The finished object I hope to present next week is Lumiere. I really need to work on Lumiere. It needs to get done, and I need that off my back. So that, the rest of it, I'll probably be working on the Sis shawl at night, just because it is kind of a lacy fingering weight yarn. It's a little, don't want the 5-year-old to come running up and run into my lap like she likes to do and snap the yarn, which has only happened once, but definitely has made me a little skittish about it. I may have a blanket done too, depending on how this week's goes. We'll see. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. Feel free to comment down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing. If you are subscribed and you would like to continue to see my content, at least like the video so you stay subscribed. And in the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao!